my friends. So today's lesson we are learning about where George Washington, our first president, was born and raised and where he grew up, and that's the Mount Vernon plantation. The extra video I have linked below with hopscotch and the extra teachers, I really want you to watch that today because it shows you a really cool side of history, and it shows what things used to look like, and it might help you get a better idea of how things have changed over time. There is one thing that I do want to bring up and show you, and that's, so earlier this week we learned about Rosa Parks, right? And we learned about how people were treated differently based on the color of their skin, and it wasn't good, and how her and Martin Luther fought for justice and fought for things to be right again. And I want to bring to attention that when George Washington was born, that is part of history where people were still being treated differently based on their skin color. And so I just want you to think through that and know that, like, when they talk about servants' houses, that wasn't always a fair time, and it wasn't always a kind time. But that doesn't take away that from what we can learn about history, right? We can learn from history and still appreciate how far we've come, right? It helps us to appreciate where we are today and helps us to learn from history. So that's just one thing I wanted you to think about, and think about what things used to look like back then and how it's different now. All right, my friends, have an awesome day, and please watch that video, okay?